Hey, what's going on, guys? So, baby, if your name is DJ Vlad, Marlon Wayans is letting that chopper sing. Now, if you guys don't know who DJ Vlad is, he is a very, you know what? We're not even gonna make personal attacks about his look because his inside what counts, and his insides literally makes money off of the culture, but he never gives back out. And he feels he has centered himself in the culture so much thanks to friends like Tiffany Haddish, Ari Spears, D.L. Hewley, um, also the Breakfast Club, Charlemagne the God, right? Centered himself in Black culture so much that he thinks he can sit there and let us know who's really part of the culture and who's not. We're all looking like, why did you here? Get out of here. But his friends were always like, no, Vlad for the culture. He makes his money off of bringing Black celebrities, Black entertainers, Black rappers, Black whatever onto his platform. Sometimes he cooperates with the feds. That's what the streets are saying. Sometimes not, to get people locked up. But at the very least, he makes his money off of showcasing Black culture. Some would say exploiting Black culture. But then when he doesn't get his way, disrespecting Black culture. What did he do? Well, if you don't know, last couple of weeks ago, him and Marlon Wayans got into it. Yes, that Wayans from the Wayans family, Black Hollywood, Hollywood royalty, right? They paved the way for so many. They have done stuff. They are much respected. Like Marlon Wayans says, I'm just an icon living. He said he was an icon. Vlad got mad because Marlon Wayans asked him, well, not Marlon, Vlad asked Marlon Wayans to come interview with him. Now, Vlad said, Marlon Wayans said, okay, but it's going to be 40K, my guy, if you want me to come. Apparently, that was too rich for Vlad's blood, because he does not really know Black culture. He doesn't really know what the culture is feeling. He only knows from like an outsider's point of view. He didn't know that Marlon Wayans was worth every single penny. I mean, he knew, because he wouldn't be inviting him to speak. But he thought that Marlon Wayans would be like, oh, like D.L. Hewley, like Tiffany Haddish, like Ari Spears, just washed up, desperate, don't care, just need $1. And Marlon Wayans was like, are you paying me, my guy, or not? Vlad went online and was like, he ain't worth it. You washed up. You a has-been. Your interview ain't even going to do 100K. Well, baby, look at God's glory. Because Marlon Wayans was just on Clubb Shay Shay, for the people, by the people, and did an incredible interview that is literally done over 1 million views in less than 24 hours. And Bad is sitting there looking stupid and looking irrelevant. And all the people that get around Vlad to protect him, maybe I hope they feel stupid too. Twitter is going crazy about it. And I can't say I actually blame them, y'all. Let's get into this, right? Because at the end of the day, we love to see it. We love to see it. Listen, he made a point where he said, and this is important, my family said, F this money. And we all left in living color. We're going, you ain't going to F my brother. We're family. You touch one, you touch all. And they were offering us big checks, 70K checks each to stay on that show. That was a lot back then. I'm still a brother after this. I'm going to support my brother. And we all left the show. When we left in living color, I had $700 in the bank and a $900 rent. I was broke. Again, the Wayans family, like Treasure Boxing Club on Twitter said, the Wayans family doesn't get what they deserve at all. All right. I do want to say one thing that I thought was very important. Vlad really thought he did something. He really thought that he could predict what the culture's feeling, what the culture wants. And this is letting us know we need, and this isn't any culture. If you are an outsider to a culture, appreciate it. Be a part of it. That's good. But don't you ever open your mouth, no matter what, if you are outside that culture, to start going in on these icons. And the funny thing is, you can tell by Vlad being so emboldened to do this. I feel like he feels like he speaks for a lot of his friends. You know, Tori Wong Kenobi on Twitter said Marlon Wayans' Clubb Shay Shay interview got 1 million in over 12 hours. F Vlad. I second that, right? This is after Vlad said Marlon's interviews only did 100K views and he's not worth the 40K fee. Now he's done an easy million on Clubb Shay Shay, and baby, he hasn't even been 24 hours. Tori Juan Kenobi said, the key point here is we like watching Clubb Shay Shay interviews. I know for a fact I wouldn't have watched Marlon on Vlad. I wouldn't. Or Breakfast Club, because I don't care for the platforms. The dialogue wouldn't have even gone this way because the people interviewing would have taken it somewhere else. It would have taken someplace goofy. In my opinion, that's why the Breakfast Club is always kissing DJ Vlad's butt. They are trying to follow DJ Vlad's business model. I don't think they're for the community. And you can watch them if you want. I actually don't care. It's not my cup of tea. They haven't been the same since Angela Yee left. Anyway, right? He said the point is we got to stick together against the vultures and the degeneracy, right? Big Boom said, regardless if Vlad paid the 40K, I don't think he would have still had the same type of dialogue as he did with Clubb Shay Shay. And that's a fact. There's something about when you're speaking to your own people. And hear me out. Shay Shay, Black American, he is of that age. He grew up in the Wayans. He knew this stuff. He can let us know the part and the beautiful and the deaths and take it in topics that the culture is actually feeling. And if y'all haven't learned anything, the culture is what drives the modern media. Do you honestly think that if Cat Williams wasn't so beloved in the Black community, right? Kevin Hart, Steve Harvey, all of them, and I got respect for Steve Harvey, can go in on Cat Williams because maybe in other communities, Cat Williams is not quite as well known. Maybe, I don't know, right? But at the end of the day, Clubb Shay Shay bringing Cat Williams and giving him that platform and asking the questions the culture wanted, the culture, and letting him cook created a worldwide phenomena that had echoes in every household of every community. Do you see what I'm saying? They don't got the power to do that. Steve Harvey, you see what I'm saying? And also definitely Kevin Hart. And I think that's what they're maybe a little bit, well, Kevin at least, jealous of. Anyway, right? Kareem Baldwin on Twitter said a Vlad interview with Marlon Wayans wouldn't have hit the same. Questions wouldn't be the same. And they're saying everything happens for a reason. But also in the interview with Clubb Shay Shay, go ahead and give that interview a view. Let's run Marlon numbers up. It's beautiful that in that interview, Marlon stood 10 toes down in business. I don't care what you think I deserve. I don't care how washed up you think I am. I don't care what you think I'm worth. Who are you? Who are you? Because what? You got a few views behind you. You got a few people. Who are you? You talk about, oh, he's washed up. The number one pet peeve I have is when people talk about whether someone's a flop or not, pointing at numbers, doing this. No. That's not how you do it. If you've been in the game for 10 years, you're supposed to be doing better than me. All right. But let's roll it back. Where were you 4 years into your journey? Where were you 3 years into your journey? Yeah, that's how you measure who's doing what. But anyway, Vlad was doing the most, right? Listen, at the end of the day, you could say that if Vlad had never gone on Twitter to talk trash about Marlon Wayans, a lot of people are saying Vlad's responsible for this. It's not true. Any interview by Marlon Wayans would have gone crazy. You can't tell me 1 million people saw Vlad's stupid tweets a couple months after he tried to get a Black professor fired, right? Anyway, right? Listen. Somebody said, Scott Barney said, 1 million views on YouTube is $4,000. Still not worth it. What YouTube you know that 1 million views is $4,000? Y'all just be pulling numbers out. Toby Wan Kenobi said, I don't give a F if 1 million views is 100. Vlad said no one is watching Marlon and he averages 100K. That's the point. His legacy is worth whatever the F he says it is. And Vlad can't act like he's not a respected legend because he doesn't want to pay the fee. Just chilling said, I agree with you. But from Vlad's perspective, he can't afford to pay guest money that he won't get back. Logically, it doesn't make any sense to pay someone 40K knowing it'll take 10 minutes just to see that money. Take 10 million views just to see that money. And even then, there's no profit. Let me tell you something, right? I'm sure Vlad First of all, right? At the end of the day, the issue wasn't whether he was worth it or not. Vlad was incensed that someone he felt was below him asked for what he thought he was worth. And he thought he would take to social media and publicly humiliate Marlon Wayans and clown Marlon Wayans and let everybody know, look at this bum. And he was shocked that the Black community rallied around and said, who the F you calling a bum? Who are you calling a bum? That's what Vlad was surprised about. And I look sideways at everybody Vlad is cool with. Because you know he ran this by Ari Spears, probably. He ran this by DL Hewlett. He probably ran it by every other thing of those band of misfits. Again, all skin folk ain't clean folk. Again, when somebody comes to your mama's house and they start cutting up, who do you blame? Right? The person you bought or the person that you bought or the person that bought that person that feels so free to cut up at your mama's house and act a fool anyway, right? Again, people are saying the money he asking for wasn't recoverable by any means. A Marlon Wayans interview is not banking 40K on a YouTube channel. Listen, at the end of the day, people are dumb. And let me tell you something. Vlad knows how much he makes off of those interviews, and Vlad knows how much he lost. And that's all that matters. Somebody said, oh, you don't understand. He wanted 30% of all future profits off of the video. But Vlad was going to repackage that a million times. Either you want it or not. The issue is, wasn't whether he charged too much. The issue is, it's the fact that you are so profit off of Black culture, but are so disrespectful to it that you thought you was going to get on Twitter and clown an icon, a Hollywood legend, an icon of the Black community. Because at the end of the day, all your friends got you thinking you running stuff. But you know what? Let me know what you think. I'll be doing recaps of the Clubb Shay Shay interview, baby. It's good. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Shout out to DJ Vlad. I know he's sick about missing that interview. And as much as people on Twitter want to talk shit, Vlad knows how much money he lost. He know exactly. Baby, you should have paid the 40K. But then again, it probably wouldn't have hit on Vlad. For the people, by the people. Powers to the people. Talk to y'all later. Bye.